Hey, um, today I thought it would be fun to go over how much English or how much German you actually already know. So here's the deal. If you look at other languages, let's say French, and a few others that come from the same family as English, they actually have translations for English words that sound French, for example, but are English. German does things a little different. They'll take the English word and just say it in a German way instead of finding a translation. So there's a lot of words that have come out recently over the last couple of decades in English that end up being used in German to mean the same thing. And I thought we could kind of go over some of those things some of those words so you knew what those were, right? For example, here in the tech column, we have der Computer. Again, that is der Computer. Yep, exactly. That's a PC. That's a computer. Das Internet. It's the internet. It's spelled the same, everything. Das Smartphone. Die App. Der Update. Der Download. Der Upload. Same thing. Now, what you will find, though, is sometimes the words still sound English, but with like a German accent. Der Download, der Upload. Like, there's just a little bit of a German twist to it, right? Die E-Mail. Das account. Now, important, though, this is specifically for a tech account. If you're talking like a bank account or something like that, that's a Konto. So this, strictly for tech. Das Passwort. Now you'll see here, they did change the spelling slightly by changing the D into a T. That's because they do have a word for word, and it's what. So you'd say Passwort. So just kind of be mindful of that. This is a T. Then if you end up going after for business, you might run into a bunch of words that you're already familiar with as well. Meeting. Same thing. Das Meeting. Yep. And then if you're looking for a job, it's der Job. Now, just like here, though, that's more of a casual thing. That's not going to be your career. That's not going to be the big gig that you're working for. This is the side hustle, the part-time job, the small thing that isn't a life thing. I don't want to say that it's not important, but I hope you understand. It's not the big career that you're part of. That's more the Arbeit. So just be careful there. Der Manager. Same as here. It's just the manager. Das Team. Now again, that is strictly for work. If you're talking the personal sense, like let's say a basketball team, that's going to be your Basketballmannschaft. Okay. Projekt. You can see it's the same word almost, but we did spell it with a K here. Das Projekt. And because they don't really say J, the Y is going to be, or the J is going to be a yay. So it's Projekt. You have das Feedback. Der Workshop. Again, if you look though, that O in the US, it's almost more like an A if you're in Germany, right? Like it's shop. It has that. It's almost like sharp without the R. In German, you're gonna say O, so it's shop. Then you have die Deadline. Same thing. It's just whenever something's due. And then das Homeoffice. Same thing. Do want to apologize. I made a mistake here. This is actually das Update. See, those articles, man, they're not always easy even for us. And then the same thing, the account is actually der account. Do appreciate you guys accepting that I'm not without faults here. So account is actually der account. Now I'm going to admit I did double check this one because it feels weird coming off the tongue a little bit. And it does say, according to the German dictionary, which is the Duden, which is essentially their official dictionary, it's der account, but some people will say das account, so I do feel a little better about it. And then for work, you have all of these. Now, there are some old school terms or some terms that exist in, or that are English words, and they are almost more used like a slang, like a yeah, they're not the official terms for it. It's just kind of what they want to use to sound modern. Shopping is one. It's just going shopping. Normally you say einkaufen, right? But for if you want to go like to the mall and just go shopping, it's hey, mir gehen shopping. Lifestyle, if you want to talk about your own lifestyle, that's a very modern way of looking at it. If you're looking at fashion, if you want to talk about how you're looking and stuff, then you can say the look. And that's the same in German. If they want to talk about the what you're wearing, how you present it, you could say das Look. So der Look, sorry. And then der Style. And you have the party, same as here. That one's actually used that way. It's die Party. Der Trink. Das Event. Und der Trend. Yeah. So, and they all mean the same thing. Again, for the most part, they're more modernized terms. You do your shopping is you're going to the mall. It's more of an event type deal. You're not going grocery shopping or anything like that. It's more like clothes shopping or just of the fun type of shopping. If some people like shopping. Okay. So there are a few traps. Handy has been around for a long time. And if you've talked to anybody in Germany, you may have already gotten a kick out of it just because I don't know why they're laughing, but handy apparently is a funny word, and it means cell phone. Now, it's not the smartphone. It's also not the dumb phone. It is the general term for cell phone. Okay? Beamer. That's more like your projector. And you can think of it like because it's sending a beam against the wall. That's your projector. Wow, I am sorry. My spelling's just awful today. Projector. Okay. And then we all know what smoking is. It's the bad thing that gives you cancer. Don't do it, kids. But that's actually the tuxedo in Germany or in German. So, das Handy, der Beamer, and der Smoking. So those are your words, and if you hear those words in German, you're not going crazy. And for the most part, unless you're looking at the traps, those will all mean what they're supposed to mean. I hope this was a little bit more fun for you guys. And if you enjoy these types of videos, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.